In order to be able to sync your Scrivener software on your desktop or your laptop with this new iOS mobile device, you're going to need to make sure you have the latest version of Scrivener installed. And if you fire up your Scrivener software from your laptop or whatever, it's going to let you know that you need to update it. And this is what it's going to look like. And so you just need to let it update. I'm just going to extract the update, and then you just click the install and relaunch, and that is going to then it's going to ensure that you have the latest update. And as you can see, it's going to let you know that you're installing it and that you're updating your Scrivener software. Once you've downloaded the application, it's straightforward like another application you'll find on your phone. You click on the Scrivener app, and as you can see here, I made a change to my manuscript on my laptop. And so when I open up the application, the first thing it's going to tell me is that there's been a sync change. And if I want to sync now, or I can do it later as well, I'm going to go ahead and sync now. So I'll click on sync now, and you can see there it is now syncing the two files. And so now the file that I have on my laptop is now synced to my one here on my phone. And so these are my works in progress. I did create a test file first just to test it, and everything looked good. And then I went ahead and brought in my two works in progress. Let me take a look here at the Forgotten Spy. As you can see, everything comes down here. The entire manuscript comes in. Here are the different scenes. It keeps all the formatting. Here I had one where there was a memo, and so as you can see, it brought down the formatting. It's keeping the formatting intact. Here's another scene. It keeps the font, everything that was written on the on my laptop. It brought it back here beautifully. It also brought down the. Let me go back here. It also brought down the, for example, the character notes. So here are some of the character notes. It brought all that down from the binder on my laptop. It also brings down everything, including the research. Here's some research that I had done. And so, for example, I had brought in a article that I had read about that I found interesting. I saved it to the clipboard, to my research clipboard. And as you can see now here on my phone, it brings that article down so I can read it right here. So the syncing works very nicely. Works very, very nice together here. And the way you add something, so for example, if I'm going to add a new chapter, I can go here for create a folder. I'll type in new chapter. The synopsis would go here. So go ahead and click add, and as you can see, it creates a new folder. And then I can go in here, and if I want to create a new scene, just go ahead and add. New scene, and same thing here for the synopsis. Write that in here. And then we can either add it, you can also just open it and start writing into it right away. So maybe this is a new scene. And what's really cool, they really did a nice job in making this very intuitive. So for example, I like how the quotes and everything you need in writing a quote would be right here. So for example, click on that. And then this is dialogue. This makes the dialogue really nifty. So for example, do that, and then right here is the comma, and then just click on here again to end the quote. You don't have to be going all over. Everything is like right here. All the main things you'd be using, colons, semicolons, everything is here. The comma, the quote marks. So I find that very nifty. So go ahead and click done. Then we can go back here, and there's the new scene. We go back to the manuscript now. if you go into the new chapter, there's a new scene. Open it up, you can start typing on it again. If you want to create a file right here on the iPhone versus on your Dropbox, as you can see here on my phone, you just tap to create a new project, and then you just you can do that right there. So it's very simple to use, and I'm really enjoying this. Of course, I don't see it like I'm going to be replacing my laptop, and I'm going to be writing exclusively on the iPhone. I'm still going to be using my laptop. But this is great if I get an idea for a new scene or something, or if I want to make a quick change and my laptop isn't handy. This is awesome. And this is just the iPhone demo here that I'm showing you. This is not on an iPad. I have an old iPad that I'm going to have to dust off, and I'll do a video on that one when I get around to it. But so far, the app works great on the iPhone, and so this is very exciting to be able to have Scrivener mobile device ready for mobile devices finally after all these years of waiting. So they've done a great job. It was worth the wait, and worth the money. It's $20, $19.99, worth every cent in my opinion.